will try to talk to Mr. Bates, owner of this station, and see if we can rename this place instead of the Oval Office, the Mothership.
The Mothership. Yeah. I mean, welcome to Freedom Friday, the Mothership.
The Mothership.
Of conspiracy theorists.
So Mike Bates just floating
the mother
that out
of all hoaxers.
The Mothership. So anyway, all right. No, but listen.
Dylan's a little green man. Oh, that dude's about 6'6", and there's something like that.
The fascination with aliens, with UFOs, with the demonic, okay?
Yep.
And they all go hand in hand, in my opinion. Listen, it's everywhere. You know, TV shows, music, movies.
Video games.
It's everywhere.
Movies,
okay?
I think you said movies.
Yeah. And so the media we know, and when I say media, I don't mean the news. I'm talking media as far as TV shows, movies, television, video games. They are used to tell us what's going on, to tell us what's coming up.
Well, Satan uses them as a platform,
That's exactly right. Okay. So, I mean, listen, the proof is there for that, how often that's happened over the years. So this fascination with aliens is there, certainly. You know, millions and millions and millions of people just in this country alone believe there's some type of other life form out there in the galaxy, you know, and most of those people, I would say, probably are looking for little green men. But so it's just interesting. The middle of a presidential cycle, we have the leading Democrat contender, at least by delegate count.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that later.
Right. We'll talk about that.
The leading Democrat contender and her husband and her chief campaign manager promoting the existence of aliens and the fact that they are going to once and for all settle this.
This talk several months ago.
Bill started it years ago.
Years ago, Bill Clinton was
Hillary
talking
has
about
jumped on the bandwagon. Podesta in the last 2 weeks has jumped on the bandwagon. And his comment is, the American people can handle the truth. Now, that is a calculated statement, my friend. That is not a simple, we're going to investigate this and see where this trail leads, and we're going to finally tell the American people what we find out. No. The American people can handle, insinuating, almost saying, oh, yeah, it's real. We just haven't been telling you, but we think you're ready now.
We think you're ready now.
We're at an enlightened stage of life.
When I first read that statement, that was my very next remark is,
how could it not be?
What did he just say? How could that not be a calculated statement, a telegraph statement?
Absolutely.
We think the American people can handle this now. When Hillary goes in, we're going to release it all.
Right.
And of course, you could argue that they're just trying to gain the millions of people who are conspiracy theorists on UFOs to vote her in office.
And that's part of it.
And then they could come out and say, hey, we've released the records. There's no such thing as UFOs.
Yeah.
They could do that.
The votes are part of it. I'm sure of that, because these people are sleazy and they'll do anything for votes. Okay. But is it any coincidence that after we spend 30 minutes talking about this last week, and we're going to have to carry this over into the next segment.
We will.
But, okay, as soon as we get done talking about this on Friday, just the first of this week, it hits headlines. I want you to listen to these three people that are teaming up to find alien life. Okay. Mark Zuckerberg. All right. One of the richest men in the world. Founder of Facebook, operator of Facebook, who just this week has hired the former head of DARPA to now run Facebook's research and development department. DARPA and Facebook working together. Wow. Did anybody see that coming?
DARPA, top secret military research and development, U.S. government.
Mark Zuckerberg, Stephen Hawking, presented to us as one of the most brilliant minds on the planet. This is a guy that believes that billions of years ago nothing collided with nothing.
Right.
And Yuri Milner, a Russian billionaire, listed as one of the 500, not richest, most powerful men in the world. Now, I'm going to tell you more about that on the other side of the break as to what these three guys are up to and what they're getting ready to do to try and let us know if aliens really
But they're connected to this whole UFO thing at the same time Hillary Clinton and Podesta, her campaign manager, are talking about
it. Listen, this is deep, and it is no coincidence that these most powerful people in the world are all forecasting this at one time.
Let me tell you, you are a conspiracy theorist hoaxer. And I'm going to just go ahead and say, you're a racist and a homophobe, too, if you would dare to even speak of this.
I'll address that on the other side of the break, sir.
We got to go, folks.
This is going to make me the ultimate conspiracy theorist, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But
I know
this world is a psyop. I mean, seriously.
Sure it is. Well, the Bible says that.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
When you take it to that level, to the spiritual level, but even, if we could take the spiritual, out of it.
Just speaking in the flesh, in the humans.
Speaking in the flesh, you look at the people that are, quote, ruling the world, that make the decisions, that call the shots. Name me one of them that you can just say, that guy, that lady, just absolutely tells the truth and is an upstanding individual. I mean, maybe Vladimir Putin. Maybe. I mean, how scary is that? No, but I mean, seriously,
Vladimir Putin's the only one we can think of that tells the truth.
They tell the truth,
Hey, I'm going to buzz your warships 18 times, and he does it.
And he does it. Yeah, I mean, I'm going into Syria to eliminate ISIS and to try and, to try and shore up Bashar Assad, and he does it.
And we're going to join our troops with China and Iran, and he does it.
Yeah. And I'm not sitting here promoting Russia or Putin. I mean, he's KGB to the core. I mean, born and bred. But
just talking about how crazy the world is.
It's just the point that this world is upside down, and
and it's getting upside downer.
It is. I'm gonna just keep going right there.
It's getting upside or downer.
If you're told it's the truth, you better question it. And if you're told it's a lie, then you might want to look at it.
What was it we heard coming in on the radio? They said, "Well, Barack Obama and Paul Ryan says."
Obama and Ryan. We were reading it off a Drudge. Yeah,
that we shouldn't.
Don't question the Puerto Rico bailout. Don't call it a bailout.
And you and I,
even though that's what we're doing, because that term became so unpopular under George W. Bush, and then Obama with the second round of of bailouts. So that term is now it's forbidden. You can't use that term. So you just change the language. We're not bailing them out. We're shoring them up. You're bailing them out.
That's right. It just used different language. But when Obama and Paul Ryan say, "Don't say something,"
let's say it.
Yeah, because you and I were riding down the road. We saw that, or you saw it. I didn't see it. I was driving, and I never look at my cell phone while I'm driving.
No, that's right.
So just for the sake of cops that are listening. Anyway, so I'm riding down the road. You're reading that to me.
Yeah.
Obama and Paul Ryan say, "Do not call it this," and I screamed out in the car, "Well, then, by gosh, that's what I'm going to call it."
It's a bailout.
I mean, because whatever they tell us not to do is something we ought to be doing. I mean, for 8 years.
Yeah.
We've, don't say this. Well, then you find out that's exactly what we need to be saying. Or, hey, say this. And then you find out, no, that's not what we needed to be saying. It's upside down.
Listen, think about this. Think about the name that we just said there. Obama, of course, we know what a compulsive liar he is. Paul Ryan.
You hater. You
I know.
Racist
it makes
hater.
Me a racist, right. Yeah. And point out the truth that he lies.
You're a hoaxer. He's never lied. You're
think
a hoaxer.
about this. Paul Ryan. I was driving down. I've been in North Alabama all week, and so I was driving down today. And I saw a bumper sticker on a car from the 2012 election cycle. Mitt Romney, Paul Ryan. Romney Ryan.
Oh, wow.
Do you remember how Paul Ryan was introduced to us in that election cycle?
Not off the top of my head. I mean, conservative.
Yeah. Ultra conservative. Yeah. Picture of him in front of his deer stand with a hunting rifle.
Yeah, I remember that.
And how conservative, how fiscally conservative he was. He's an outsider.
Right.
I mean, all of these terms were used about him.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now
he's so deeply
what a fall from grace this guy has had, I mean, and now he literally he may be a Republican candidate for president.
Well, people are saying it, but here's the thing now. He's promised that he does not want it. Now, I can believe him because he promised he didn't want Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He said he didn't want Speaker of the House, and now he's Speaker of the House.
Right.
Okay, well, never mind. Okay, so he could
I won't make a deal with Obama to sell our country out.
Right.
I won't make this budget deal as soon as I am Speaker.
Right.
Oh, but we have to make it. But it's
no,
for your own good. You
Here's
don't understand.
how it goes.
Yeah.
I won't make the deal. I won't make the deal.
Right.
I won't make the deal. I won't make the deal. Well, I made the deal, but it was for your own good. Folks, that's called gaslighting.
Yeah.
It's called gaslighting.
And
it's called lying.
And we're going to expose maybe the biggest gaslighting event in the history, certainly of this country. I don't know, maybe of the world.
Well, let me say, we're going to go to break in a moment. Let me just say, folks, you're in for a fired-up show. We're going to have Mike Shoesmith joining us in a little bit. We're going to have Dr. Grace joining us. Brandon and I are going to take several segments and just go off on the news. We're just kind of teasing you with stuff. But we're going to read to you a transcript of a telephone conversation that has been released by the State Department proving that Hillary Clinton lied one day after the Benghazi attack concerning some deep, deep stuff. Yeah. You don't want to miss this.
You sexist for saying Hillary Clinton lied.
I know. Hillary Clinton lied. I know. But